Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview. February 17, 2015 on a Tuesday, our second day of our trading week. Well, we had some good trades yesterday. What we talked about, some bounced and actually did head up the other direction against what we planned. But we talked about the bouncing off the 200 exponential moving average. So let's get started. And before we do that, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday. I'm your moderator through the Market Open Preview series. And we do this every single trading day. And we get this to you before the London Open. Traders, I started trading in 2006 and 2008. I retired from a wonderful 27-year career in the Fire and Rescue Department out of the great state of Florida. Traders, I currently am coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand, where we have beautiful blue skies, no wind, white sandy beaches, and very calm waters. Absolutely awesome today. All right, so what do? I trade Forex, and I trade Forex every single trading day. I trade the markets. I'm always listening to what's going on, what's not going on. I don't necessarily take a trade every day, and actually, I normally don't trade on Mondays. And yesterday, I took a trade on the Great British Pound and grabbed 18 pips. So, yeah, you never know. When the opportunity is there, you got to grab it, right? Got to throw the dart. Can't win trades if you don't take them. All right, let's get this legal stuff out of the way. Forex trading has a large potential of rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, most of all, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's head over to the news and see what's going on there. See who's shaking and who's baking. All right, the Dow closed up 0.26%. The S&P 500 closed up 0.41%. With the NASDAQ closing up at 0.75%, and the Russell 2000 0.56%. I really like trading that Russell in options. That's a great option to trade, is the Russell. It's kind of fun. All right, let's head over to the Eurozone. The DAX closed 0.37%, with the FTSE in the red also at 0.24%. The CAC 40 in the red at 0.16%, and the Euro Stocks 50 in the red at 0.41%. Guess those Euro group meetings aren't going too well. All right, let's take a look at the markets that are currently trading in my side of the world in Asia. The Nikkei 225 is in the red at 0.29%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Sydney is in the red at 0.48%, and the Shanghai is in the green at positive 0.82%, with the Hang Seng also in the positive barely at 0.17%. And ending this off, the Kospi is positive at 0.19%. Let's talk about some calendar events. And we do have data coming out today. We have 90 minutes after the London Open, we have the Great British Pound has CPI year on year, and it also has PPI input month on month. And we also have core CPI out of the pound, all coming out at the same time, 90 minutes after the open. Moving down, also the Euro's got its zoo economic sentiment that will move the market, and that is a high impact data. Out of New Zealand, we have the GDT price index. I have no idea what that is. I have to be honest with you, my friends. So that is what's going on there. And looks like we have absolutely, only thing we have in New York is housing starts, and that's a low impact data event. So not a lot there. Let me check my other one. Okay, this hasn't reset. Okay, so that's what's going on as far as markets and data. So yeah, I think we're gonna have some really good trading today. I think the markets are back in full swing, and yeah, pretty excited to trade today. I'm pretty excited to waiting for the London Open, which is in about 6 hours for me, 5 hours for me. Okay, let's head over to some 60-minute Forex charts, and as usual, let's take a look at the euro dollar. This trade really worked out very good yesterday. If you remember, we did a trend line trade on this pair yesterday, and remember the 200 exponential moving average was right below it. Well, this just absolutely worked out wonderful. Just broke right through it and came all the way down. Today's setup is we just need this to break, give us a pullback, and then we can take this to the downside. I mean, we'd love to see this go back to the 200 and do the same thing and just, give us our pips as we move down. And we'll take support, of course, we'll take our take profit and support at 1.1324. My fear here, though, is traders, if you look at this left of the chart, there's a lot of junk over there. And if this breaks support, we're not in the clear. If you look left of the chart, you're going to see a red candle with it, which is a doji, and that's the low of that chart. So somewhere in that area, you really don't want to be entering a trade until you clear that area, because these are areas where you're going to get bounces. And what does bounces cause? It causes us to get stopped out. So let's hope that this just gives us a nice pullback. The euro usually is very good at a pullback. So let's hope we get a nice pullback and we can get a nice trade today. I'm looking forward to trading the euro to the downside. I'd love for it to pull back all the way to 200 exponential moving average. It's got plenty of time to get there. Let's hope it happens. All right, here's the pound dollar. The pound dollar is doing its thing. It was at resistance. It's come down. It's sideways now. That's Asia session. And what we need this to pull up just to that 38.2. We're not going to ask too much of a pullback on the pound. We know the pound does not like to give pullbacks. So let's see if we can get this up a notch, and we can take this absolutely to the downside. I'd like to take profit at 1.5332, and the 200 exponential moving average is really of no sequence of this trade. So yeah, we just want to keep short in the pound dollar, and we just need to get in it at the right spot. You can actually, traders, if you look at the bottom there of the fib, that red candle, you can actually draw a trend line from that, and that second blue candle from the end, you will get a double touch trend line, which will be okay. And you can trade the trend line, and once it breaks it, just take it from there. That might be even a better idea if we don't get a pullback. All right, let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. The Aussie dollar is sitting right there on the 200 exponential moving average. I am bearish on the Aussie, my friends. I am bearish on the Aussie. I want this to come down. However, I don't want to take this until it closes past that 0.7734, which is that big blue candle, and then I'll be more than happy to short this. I have to tell you, if I get a bearish engulfing candle below the 200 before the London Open, I might take the chance and just get in it and maybe do half my lot size that I normally trade, and see if we can get 20 pips out of it. Because if you look left of the chart, we got a lot of junk up to what do we got there? Yeah, we got a lot of junk up to that 72.80 area, 72.28, right? Look at that, all those pin bars there. So we got a lot of junk there, and I'd really like to clear that because that's support now, and I'd like to really clear that. But we'll keep a really close eye on this. This one I wouldn't necessarily have to wait for the London Open because the Aussie being a commodity pair, and also Japan President Abe is speaking. So right at the moment he's speaking. So it'll be interesting to watch this. Here's our Euro Aussie. Did nice. We finally below the 200 exponential moving average. I like this trade a lot. I could not do a fib on this trade because we don't have two to the right, two to the left on that bottom candle. So therefore, we just need this to give us a pullback. I am not going to chase the red candle. We need a pullback, okay? If it comes all the way down to where the check mark is, and that's where you want to get profit at 1.4475, well, it's going to go without me because I am not chasing price. I want price to pull back at least something, and then I'll be more than happy to get in. Again, traders, I apologize. They're doing construction on a condo. Well, they're doing construction on the roof above me, and I can't stop them from working. So they don't care that William's making a video. So yeah, another good pair to watch today. I think this is really good. Really glad to see that this is down below the 200. There was New Zealand data that came out earlier today, if I'm not mistaken. No, I am mistaken. Okay. Yeah, so it's all good. This looks good. Let's get a little pullback. Let's short it. Here's a New Zealand dollar. These shorts got reversed a little bit. Anyhow, this is at support, and this has been at support for a long time. It spiked it several times. I can't get through it. I'm looking for this thing to dump. The bulls are running out of steam. The only thing is the last two candles are pretty engulfing and pretty strong. So it's either going to break it or it's going to dump. So we'll see. This one I would not touch until the London Open because I have no idea what this is going to do. If it breaks above resistance, we need to do a new trade plan. And basically what that means is what we're going to look for is we're going to look for a pullback to, which then would be support, and then take the trade to the upside. We're just not going to take a trade off a bust to the upside. Alrighty? Alright, last pair of the day, let's take a look at the Euro-Yen. That's a good friend, the Euro-Yen. And this pair is at support. I like this trade, by the way. I think it's one of the better ones of the day. This is moving very nicely. If you look at the daily chart, it's starting to form really nice. And I'd like to see this pull up to that 38.2 for us and give us a nice sell trade here. You know, it's hit this. We've got a. Well, it's really not a double bottom yet. Well, it's not a double bottom, but it's pretty close. I'd like to see this pull up to that 38.2 at 134.47, and we'll take this all the way down to 133.98. That'd be a beautiful, beautiful trade. That's a nice 50-pip trade for us, and I'd be more than willing to jump into that. So we'll keep an eye on the Euro-Yen. And the 200 exponential moving average at 134.94 is of no consequence to us. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, I'd really like to thank you for being with me on a Tuesday, February 17th, 2015. Traders coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. I wish you great luck today and grab that profits. Have a great day. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care now. Bye-bye.